Hello there, Taurus and Taurus Rising. This is going to be your July 2015 forecast for the month of July. What I'm going to go ahead and do here is put 2 cards here for the first quarter, 2 cards here for the second quarter, 2 cards here for the third quarter, and 2 cards here for the fourth quarter. And we're going to really see what's going on in terms of your month and how your month's going to progress, okay? So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do here is I'm going to start cutting these cards, and we're going to see what wants to come out here, okay? And whenever something wants to come out, it might just jump out, or, we'll just take it off the top of the deck. And actually, it seems like we have this first card that wants to come out here, right here for you, Taurus, and it's really neat because it actually came up face up. So it's a very prominent card for you, it seems. And I'm also really getting this card that kind of just flung out right here. And let's see, let's keep it going here. And I'm feeling this card, this card. This card, and we're going to go ahead and take these 3 off the top of the deck, okay? So the first thing I want to do is I want to start by talking about the Hermit. Now the Hermit is talking to you about, actually no, I don't really like these 3 cards, and I can't even go with it. It's so funny because my guides will actually not allow me to keep going whenever things aren't working out. So we're going to try and see what's going on here in terms of these cards so that we can get the correct cards here. Actually, well, there they are right there. So, okay. Or, this one here. There we go. Sorry about that. Anyways, the Hermit here at the start of your month, Taurus, is talking to you about your little solo journey that's going to happen this month. I see this as being a journey that's going to need a little bit of time for you to kind of spend alone and kind of understand things and kind of think about things. I see the Hermit as being a person that kind of has this aura about himself where he can get things done on his own. He doesn't need anyone else to help him out. And I think that in terms of you, Taurus, this month, that's the kind of energy you're going to want to put forth things. You're going to want to settle things yourself, figure out things yourself, and do things yourself this month, because whenever you do, things will work out in your favor a lot more if you rely on somebody else. I see this as being for a lot of people, and I see this as also being something where as long as you don't rely on anybody this month, you can still have help from somebody, but don't rely on anybody this month. This is a very important card because it's kind of even facing up, so it's going to be very obvious to you that doing things yourself and getting the jobs done that needs to be done yourself is going to get you very, very far compared to something else. I see the Hermit is also being a card that is going to be a very, very wonderful card for you because it's just talking to you about, a little alone time will not hurt this month. And if you guys do have alone time, realize it's there for a reason. It's there for you to think about things. It's there for you to figure things out, and it's there for you to be able to get kind of a little bit further down in your little personal journey. Okay, I see the Hermit here as being a very, very important card because especially at the start of your reading, it means July, Taurus, might be a month where you might want to spend some solitary alone time. There might be there might be some situations where you may be kind of forced to be alone, or there may be times where you may feel alone this month, but realize it's okay, because even if you may feel alone or you might feel a little bit like you're not really doing as much as you should outside, realize that this month that it's okay, because it'll pick up a whole lot in terms of the next months to come. This is just a month for you to kind of be a little bit alone and to kind of realize that that's all right, okay? The next card right next to it is the World. Now this is a very important card because it's saying that being alone and having a bit of an alone time is going to increase your chances of having exactly what you want. I see the World being right next to the Hermit here as being a certain card that really talks a whole lot about having this entity, having this situation about yourself where you can tackle the world alone. You don't need anybody else to tell you any different. And that's very, very important here because especially right next to the Hermit, it means that whenever you are tackling things alone, you're receiving a whole lot this month. The World right now, these are 2 major arcana cards, and the World is talking all about you are going to gain a lot, especially in this first quarter of the month. There is a lot to gain. There's a lot to know, and there's a lot to learn. There's a lot of things that are going to come into view, and there's a lot of things that are going to have a helping hand for you whenever you're going further. I see the World as being a situation where even if you feel alone right now, you're gonna see that the world world is going to come at a very fast pace here very, very soon. The first quarter of the month for you is going to be a pretty hectic quarter, it seems like, because especially with the alone card right next to the world card, it's kind of like half of it's going to be spent kind of alone, and the other half is going to be spent doing a whole lot, doing a whole lot of stuff, being out in the world and doing things out there that are very, very, very important, or very big, or very extreme. Okay, I see these two cards as working very well in tandem together, and I see you having a very, very fun and hectic first quarter of the month. Now, what is the next quarter of the month coming up? Now, the Two of Swords is talking a little bit about you not being able to see something that might be right in front of you. I see this as being something where there might be a situation that might come up where you may need to keep your eyes a bit open, but at the same time, do not allow this blindfold to kind of keep you in a state of feeling like, you know, you can't see everything that's out there, because you really can see everything that's out there, Taurus. All you've got to do is just take off that blindfold and see it and realize it and understand it, because whenever you do, and whenever you realize that you can you can truly see, and you can truly have a vision of what's to come, you'll notice that things come very, very quickly for you, and you're going to have an absolutely fantastic start of the month. Well, actually, fantastic end of the month, because the way that I see this here is that the world is going to be right in front of you, and all you've got to do is see it and take the chances and take that leap of faith. I see a lot of you having to take a leap of faith in terms of the second quarter of the month, but that's okay, and it'll be perfectly fine if you do. If you do that, it'll work out for the better. This Two of Swords, though, is talking to you about how there's going to be a certain way for you to think, and I see you being able to think one way or another way. Think the positive way. Think the way that kind of makes you understand that things are going well for you and that things are doing really, really good. Because if you think the opposite way, the negative way, well, that's not very good, and you're gonna figure out that negative consequences kind of come pretty quickly whenever you think about things in such a negative manner. I see the Two of Swords here as being a card that's very, very, very important for you, because the Two of Swords is talking all about this person who just needs to take a bit of the blindfold off and see the real true picture and actually understand what is really going on around him. And you're going to have some time to be alone to kind of figure it out and figure out what's exactly in front of you, okay? But whenever you do, and whenever you figure it out, you'll be able to experience it in an extreme way, in a wonderful way, and it's going to be fantastic. Now, the Page of Coins here is talking a little bit more about this money opportunity that may be coming your way in the second quarter of the month, Taurus. And that may be the situation that you need to take off the blindfold and realize just how much you're worth it and how much you can receive it. I see the Page of Coins as being, the King of Coins as being something where you can make the money. You can do it, and you can have the money. All you have to do is take that blindfold off and see what's right in front of you. I really, really enjoy this card, because honest to goodness, it is something that is absolutely necessary for you to do. You just need to kind of take those leaps of faith and go for it, especially in a business situation, Taurus, but this is also in all kinds of different situations. I see this as being a chance for abundance and a chance for prosperity that you may not have experienced before in the second quarter of the month, especially with the World card here and the Hermit card here going forward. It's kind of saying that you have a chance at the world. All you have to do is take off the blindfold and receive exactly what you earned, okay? And honest to goodness, the more work you put into it, the more money you can earn, okay? You can earn it, and you can do it, and you can receive it. So if some of you are looking for a job out there the second quarter of the month, it's time to start doing it. This is a time to start planning and to start experiencing, but this is a time for you to start doing and start getting yourself out there and start taking those interviews and start actually receiving exactly the type of work that you deserve and that you know for a fact you deserve, okay? Now, the next card here is the Work card. So what did I just say about working? Now, honest to goodness, this is something that's very, very important for you, because the more you work these quarters, the more you're going to gain in the third quarter. I see in terms of the third quarter of the month, you're going to be able to gain a whole lot, and it's going to be an exciting experience, no doubt. There's going to be a very, very, very important thing that's going to come out for you in the third quarter of the month that is very, very beautiful. It's very fantastic, and it's going to get you very, very far. I see this as being a call to action, a call to work. Start doing things, start working on things, start experiencing things. Some of you may be interviewing in the second quarter and then receiving the job in the third quarter. Some of you may be actually going to work in the third quarter at your current job with a new fresh start of mind, and also experiencing a little bit more cash flow because of it, or having a chance at receiving a more cash flow, like a promotion or things like that, because you have taken off this blindfold and because you have kind of taken out of the world into storm all alone, understanding that you can do it, okay? Now this next card is relationships. Now this may be a time to work on relationships, but also understand that for those that in a relationship, the relationship is your world. You are in the relationship for a reason, and you are honest to goodness that this relationship is for you. So if some of you are coming out here about relationships, about a Taurus, third quarter, you're going to notice that your relationship is really, it means the world to you. And honest to goodness, you wouldn't want anything other than that. Even if you're fighting right now, work on it, because if you work on the relationship, you're going to notice that being alone is the world, but the relationship is way more. It's going to increase your world so much more. And what I mean by saying alone is your world, I'm explaining to you that you are your world. But what you're going to want is you're going to want your relationship in your world, okay? That's a very, very important message for some of you, because I'm getting that very strongly. Working on relationships is a big plus in terms of the third quarter of the month. You're going to want to do it, okay? Now this is a beautiful reading so far, but what I'm really seeing here is there's going to be a lot of alone time. Maybe that's the reason why the third quarter there's going to be working on relationships. Maybe some of you guys may be taking a separation or doing something where you're going to be a little bit alone, and then in the third quarter something boom happens, and wow, oh my goodness gracious, you can start working on the relationship again. You can start going really, really far again. You could start doing the things you've always wanted to do again. Oh my goodness gracious, this is wonderful. Those are the kind of things that I kind of see in terms of the third quarter. But what about the next quarter of the month? Now this is a beautiful card as well, because it's talking about you being able to go and do all those wonderful things again, being able to dance and have fun and do things. So even in a relationship standpoint, I see this as being you being able to finally start doing things again. And this may even be in terms of working. Whenever you're working here and you're working and you're doing well at work, it could be increasing you in terms of your home life as well going forward. And then whenever that happens, oh my goodness gracious, now you have the Three of Cups here, and that's a beautiful card as well going forward. Every one of these cards it's kind of talking about a little bit of a story where here you're planning, here you're kind of seeing and acting, here you're working, and now you're playing. So the fourth quarter of the month is kind of all about play, all about a job well done for some of you, and all about going a little bit further and doing a little bit more things that are absolutely wonderful for you. I really see this quarter as being a chance for you to go very, very fast, very, very quickly, and it's a chance for you to have a whole lot of fun. Have fun in the fourth quarter, because you're going to notice that whenever you have fun, things start just happening a bit better. Things start working a little bit better, and things start getting to become a little bit better. Now the King of Coins is right below the King of Cups is right below the King of Coins. Now this not only is talking about the money that you spend is going to help your emotions, but it also is talking about here a little bit about kind of being more in control of these, being in control of money and being in control of your emotions this month. Especially at the end of the month though, if you notice here, the more fun you have, the more better your emotions are going to start feeling, Taurus. So if you're experiencing a little bit of dopiness or drought or kind of not really feeling that great right now, realize that in the fourth quarter of the month, it's going to spike up and you're going to experience a lot of happiness, a lot of greatness, and a lot of fun, okay? There is a lot of things going on here, and you have got to realize that there is a lot of wonderful things for you. You have the Hermit in the World here, which are absolutely beautiful cards to have at the start of your reading, kind of talking about you kind of being able to be more in control of your world by doing it alone. You've got Here and Here, which is talking a little bit about you taking that blindfold off and really seeing either the money in front of you, either the chances in front of you, or the abundance in front of you. I also see this as being something for you to be able to see what's going on around you in a better way. Take off the blindfold, Taurus. Now also here in terms of this next quarter of the month, work on your relationships, but at the same time, if you're not on a relationship and you want to be in a relationship, work on getting into a relationship. Or if you're not even interested in getting into a relationship, work on the relationship that you have with yourself and those around you, like your friends and your workers and things like that. Make sure that you make sure that you work on that, and make sure you work at your job or anywhere else, because you're going to see that the more you put in terms of the third quarter of the month, it's going to come in the fourth quarter of the month, and you're going to see that it's going to be super duper fun, exciting times that you're going to have in terms of the fourth quarter of the month. But this is all dependent on what you do in terms of these other 3 quarters of the month. If you work hard, if you kind of take that time alone to kind of see the world around you, whenever you kind of start doing those kind of working and kind of seeing and understanding and believing, then all of a sudden you see these cups and the yeah, whenever you see these cups at the very end here, you're going to see they're going to be very, very much as overflowing as they could possibly be based on how much you do. So if you only do a little bit, the cups will only be filled up a little bit. But if you do so much, the cups will be overflowing this month, okay? Especially at the end of the month, okay? So that was a wonderful reading for you. And I really see this month kind of being a beautiful month for you, Taurus. But at the same time, there's going to be some challenges and some changes for you to have to go through, because you are going to have to see the world around you and work off of that. So that is something that you are going to have to do in terms of this month, Taurus. But what I want you to do is realize that every day is going to be a blessing for you this month, as long as you work on it on your own, yourself, and seeing what the world is around you from your own point of view, and just go with it, okay? So honest to goodness, this has been a wonderful reading, and I really enjoy doing these readings for you guys. I hope this has been a good reading, and I hope that you guys really enjoyed listening to it as much as I did making it. But anyways, I am Chris the Vatic here, and I also do private readings. I can do a 60-minute Skype session reading for $75. I can also do a 30-minute Skype session reading for $50. And what I can also do is a YouTube video reading, which is just like this right here, but for your specific question or issue or anything like that, and that's only $35. So you can go ahead and get in touch with me at chrisandvatic@yahoo.com or chrisandvatic.com, and we can see what the heck is going to go on for you this month, but also at the same time kind of see what's going on in terms of, you know, anything else that you have to look at, okay? So anyways, thank you guys so much, and thank you so much for the likes and the comments and subscribes this month. It has been a really wonderful month this month, okay? Thank you guys. Bye.